buying something on the internet, you can assume there's a minimal amount of time. Other than you don't know what modem they're operating over. You could be operating over a satellite link, which is very fast. You could be operating over a high-speed telephone link. But you could also be like me, out on a farm with 48 kilobits per second. And so if I'm sending a lot of data, the guy who's receiving it can't control the fact that that takes a lot of time. And so all of that is an interesting aspect of a system which is not owned but used, and the need to allocate a budget of how much delay time will get used up by the parts you do control, how much delay time will be used up by the parts you don't control, and then setting what the standard will be for the parts you do control in order to achieve the objectives that you want to set for your system. Okay, the third thing I want to look at is IP config. Here we're going to look at the configuration. Okay, this is telling me something about the IP configuration that I'm operating with. So the first thing it says is that my IP address is 128.143.59. I don't walk around knowing that by heart. I do know my social security number, but I don't know my IP. And that's my IP address here at UVA. At home, I'm on a totally different network, Netscape's network, and I have a different IP address on that for that connection. Okay. It says at UVA, subnet. Well, first of all, tell us UVA's, doesn't show us UVA's, well, we know 128.143 is a Class B. So UVA is a Class B, is that right? It's a Class B. But look at the subnet hash, 255.255.0.0. That means UVA has no subnets, right? Because there's no leakage over into the third byte of ones. Right? They could have had a certain number of subnets by just carrying more ones into the next byte, which would represent how many subnets they could support by computer numbers on each subnet. But this tells us that UVA considers this whole mess one big network, and there's no subnet. But in an educational institution, maybe that makes some sense. We're just one massive mess, and everybody's on the same network, and that's it. There's no such